to my channel, Sorok's Kitchen and Gaming, and today we're going to be working on this delicious s'mores brownie kit by Duncan Hines. I'm really looking forward to this, so stay tuned because it's going to be very interesting. So we have our pan on the stove. We have it on the simmer setting, or if you have like a pilot light that has a simmer, just use that one. And you're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter and you're going to melt it down for this delicious, yummy brownie kit we're doing by Duncan Hines. Just take this sexy butter, just throw it in there, just let it melt. Make sure it's on a low setting. If you see it as being spicy like that, lower it, because we don't got time for that. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. Nice and low. We ain't trying to cook her. We just want her to melt down into a nice beautiful golden color so that we can use it for our crust. This butter will be used for the crust. You're gonna do this step again, but instead of 3 tablespoons, you're doing 5. And that's going to be for the actual brownie, which you'll put in there. But doesn't that look pretty? Yeah, so, yeah, once this is all melted down, I will show you the other steps, and see you soon. Alright, so now that we have our delicious brownie s'mores box with us, and we have everything on the table set, I got my little mixing bowl. Y'all seen this already. A fork, because something happened to my whisk and it ain't here no more. We have this nice ancient, metal pan I have here. It's seen better days. A nice little bowl here with our eggs. The butter. We used 3 tablespoons here for the crust. And this one here is going to be for the actual brownie mix. So let's start off by opening the box. This delicious yumminess. This is what we're working with today. So yeah. Let's open it up and see what happens. And see what it comes with, right? Okay, so off the bat, we have marshmallows. Okay. Delicious looking marshmallows. We have crust mix. So we have that there. What else do we have in here? Oh, delicious fudge, which is what you'll put at the end of this, once all the stuff is done. And of course your brownie mix. Alright. A lot of people tend to have trouble making these, so I figured why not just start doing a little baking type series for a bit. To get this stuff going. So make sure you have your oven preheated at 350 degrees before you do this, because you don't want to be waiting on that timer to go off. And I'm gonna need that box again. So let me grab it. Right. So let's start by stirring together the Graham crust mix and the 3 tablespoons of melted butter in a medium bowl until moistened. Then press onto the bottom of a greased pan. You should grease this. If you have Pam, spray it with the Pam. I'm not doing that because the bottom is non-stick, and I'm just going to use parchment paper instead, which is what I cut out for mine. But feel free to do it the way it says, Pam, or some type of spray, whatever you want to use. So this here is the crust right here. So we're going to open this up. Get it there. Right. into a bowl, guys. Like that. See, we got that deliciousness there. Oh, it smells so good. Like it has such a great smell to it. Buttery, without the butter being in there. All right, so this is the 3 tablespoons of the butter here. So basically it says to stir together graham crust mix and 3 tablespoons melted butter in a medium bowl until moistened. So let's do that. So we're gonna stir it. I like to do it little by little. Using a glove because I don't really like, you know, a mess. A little more there. Get it going, get that nice and buttery. Mix it all in. Make sure you don't have anything dry. See that right there? That's blasphemous. We need to throw all that in there. So that's in there. Just keep on mixing until moistened. Okay. And that, my dears, is a nice moistened crust here. So, yeah. Now we're gonna put it in the bear with me, my pan might be a little on the big side, and if so, we're gonna make it work. We're not worried. Okay, so start lining it like so. Make sure that it spreads completely out. Make sure the corners are taken. Keep pushing forward, and we're gonna keep doing this until it's all nice and flat in the bottom, and then I'll show you the next step. So basically, once your pan has been, you know, your crust is completed and it's all nice and like that, and by the way, it took a while to get this right because I have a bigger pan. I have a 9-inch, not an 8-inch. So you're gonna take your brownie mix. Oh! Wrong spot. You're gonna take your brownie mix and put it in here. Why? Why? You're gonna take 2 large eggs. Throw them in. You're going to take your 5 tablespoons of melted butter, throw that in, and then 2 tablespoons of just regular water. Now you're going to mix this real good, no less than 50 strokes. This is the boring part of the video. Get to see me mix. How exciting. I like to pop the yolks first. Then I like to do this. Now I don't have a whisk like I said earlier. It got into an accident. So we're just gonna mix this until very well, 50 to 60 strokes. If you still see that it's like very, very powdery, or like there's still powder in here, you're just gonna keep on going until there's no powder. Now once I'm done with the mixing process, we will continue on to the pouring process, where I put all this into the crust. Ugh. It gets tiring. If you have a machine, use it. Nobody wants to go back to the olden days. Because I don't have a choice. Ugh. And don't do that. Yeah. There's brownie mix in there. Try to take it and it didn't work. Alright. Well, I'm going to keep doing this and I'll get back when it's ready to put into the pan. Okay. So, once you've beaten it well, it looks like this. You're going to evenly distribute your sauce, batter, not sauce, into your pan, like so. Use one of these nice little spatulas. You can find them in most, you know, cooking, kitchen departments and stuff. It's a nice and thick layer here, so make sure you grab every last bit because we paid money for it. So we're gonna make sure we get every little bit of the brownie mix up in here. Nothing should be left at all. Okay. And keep going. That's why I like these little baking spatulas. They grab up all of the, well, most of the thing. So that's done. Now, gently, oh Lord, gently. And I mean real gently. My crust almost cracked. So, just gently. Down. Doesn't look like my crust wants to stay on the bottom. Just keep working with it. If your crust moves, it moves. That's my fault because I have parchment paper on here, so there's not really a sticking agent at the bottom. Because I really hate the cleanup, but now I'm suffering for it, and I'm gonna need to push this into the corner like so, but be very gentle because like well, you know, it's a brownie mix and it's very thick, and if you hear scratching in the background, that's my cat trying to get out of the room. My poor boy. Alright, so let's now push up that way. Up that way. Yes. And then this way. It's pretty much looking like a disaster at this point, but it's okay. Because the end goal is a brownie. Let's leave it inside of the oven for 2 to 4 minutes until the top melts and it's a nice brown color. Once it comes out, it'll have this really nice, beautiful roasted top in your marshmallows. You should let that cool on a cooling rack if you have one. Otherwise, just leave it alone until it gets, you know, at a steady room temperature. You're gonna take your fudge here. And you're just gonna start layering it like a nice little stripe, almost like this. You see? And then go back around like so. And if you wanna make it look fun, turn it to the other side. Squeeze the bottom. The other side, and now go this way. And you have a beautiful pattern. And that is how you make the s'mores brownie kit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let this cool off, and then I will take a bite and let you know what it tastes like. Alright, so once you've let your cake fully, cool off, bottom is safe to touch. It's time for the taste test. Alright, so we have our cake knife here. I'm going to let me do this like a psychopath. Oh my god. Look at that. It's just such a nice little crunch in here. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if, oh yeah. It's done right, but look at that delicious, in here. Now, let's do a nice size bite because we're not afraid of, eating. There's the moment of truth. Will it come out? Oh, it sure will. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, split it down in half to be kind. Now, let's have ourselves a taste. It's a brownie. Mmm. 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 There's a really rich chocolate taste. Sorry. An alarm you hear in the background? It's something else. But this is really good. The sauce is nice on top, the fudge. The crunch from the marshmallows gives it a really nice depth of texture. You have the crust on the bottom of granum, and it works really well. And you see this here, it's like really nice and crunchy. Let's take another bite and figure out exactly what else we can taste. Mmm. Paradise. If you're a chocolate lover, this is for you. Mmm. It's buttery. It's smooth in the inside. It has a nice crunchy outer exterior. The marshmallow gives it a nice crunch, and it's also this mellow sweetness. It doesn't overpower anything. It goes really well with the brownie. So guys, there you have it. This is a delicious brownie s'mores kit by Duncan Hines. I love it. If there's anything you would like to see, anything you might be interested in watching me bake, put it down in the comments below. And yeah. Alright, so if you guys want to know more information, you can always go to my channel, which is Sorok Kitchen and Gaming. And I have another video which I will link to the comment section below, which is the Fruity Pebbles cake kit done by Duncan Hines, and it's amazingly delicious. So give it a look if you haven't. And yeah, until next time guys.